The Shoreline Arts Alliance, dedicated to educating audiences, encouraging artists, engaging our youth, and enriching our community. The Shoreline Arts Alliance presents renowned arts events, including Future Choices Awards and Scholarships, a juried art exhibition for outstanding high school art students at the Lime Academy College of Fine Arts. Awards and scholarships are presented to the top artists selected by judges. Images. Images celebrates the art of photography and encourages excellence among photographic artists. It is the oldest annual statewide juried competition and exhibition open to all Connecticut photographers. Awards are presented. Shoreline's Top Talent, Scholarships in the Arts. A competition for Shoreline High School juniors and seniors of exceptional talent in creative writing, dance, instrumental music, vocal music, theater, and visual arts. Scholarships and mentorships are awarded to the winners. Shakespeare on the Shoreline, the most popular and well-recognized summer cultural event of the Shoreline community. Free admission on the historic Guilford Green to an evening of entertaining, engaging, and educational theater. In conjunction with Shakespeare on the Shoreline, we offer the Rising Star Theater Experience summer program for children 7 to 17, promoting creativity, critical thinking, cooperation, literary enrichment, and self-confidence. Tessie Walden Awards, New Voices in Children's Literature, a competition that encourages and nurtures the creation of exceptional quality books for children by unpublished Connecticut writers and illustrators. Awards are given to the winners. Shoreline Art Space Series and Special Events, a collaborative arts exhibition program showcasing the creativity, expression, and voices of Shoreline fine artists in a local gallery or public setting for free. In addition, we often produce special events from quartets to quintets to celebrated choir and a cappella groups. Member organizations. The Shoreline Arts Alliance provides an arts calendar at www.shorelinearts.org for up-to-the-minute happenings, weekly e-blasts called Arts Week at a Glance and Quotable and Notable, workshops, and a peer advisory network to our members. We have had great success for more than 3 decades and look forward to many more decades filled with outstanding cultural opportunities. To succeed, we need the support of foundations, corporations, local businesses, cultural agencies, and most importantly, individuals, families, and artists like you to make it happen. Your gifts support our mission to educate audiences, encourage artists, engage our youth, and enrich our community.
Hi, and welcome to Spotlight on the Arts. I'm Carly Callahan, and I am so happy to be back here today with you on this beautiful sunny day, finally, looking forward and ahead to the warm and wonderful days of summer. And for those of you that have been with me on the program before, you are going to recognize some wonderfully familiar faces, including Lise Reardon and Gloria Govern from Eastern Connecticut Ballet. We're so happy to have them back with us today on the program. We have spoken in the past about particular programs that you have done and the wonderful work that you as a company are doing and growing and expanding all the time. And today we're so happy to have you here to talk about specifically summer and your offerings that you have this summer for everyone from the smallest, teeniest little dancer all the way up to adults, and what those programs look like and how we might be able to get involved. So welcome back to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of course, it's great to see you again. So I have seen some of your wonderful material that you have in regards to what is going on this summer. And, you know, I think that dance is something that so many people, and now it's wonderful because it's little boys, little girls, everyone feels like is an important and integral part of understanding a broader arts education and understanding physical movement and being comfortable in their own bodies and all the wonderful things that a dance education brings, not necessarily just to the little person or the big person who wants to be a professional dancer, but it brings with it such wonderful benefits beyond just, you know, dance itself. So I just wanted to explore with you more about what you particularly are offering this summer and, you know, for what type of aspiring dancer. So let's get into it.
Okay, well, we're thank you for having us here.
Of course.
And we are very excited about our summer programs because we really believe that summer is a wonderful time to grow. Just like the flowers and the plants.
Right.
You can grow as a dancer and experience new things. And our program has grown quite a bit over the years. We do offer programs for children as young as 3, all the way through pre-professional training, and then we have great adult programs for adults that have danced or are new to dance and want to try it. We are a welcoming school. You do not have to be a student at ECB. We believe that it is a great opportunity for students of other schools to come and experience something new, to enhance and enrich their training, take it back to their school, keep it with them over the academic year, and really learn and grow from it. So would you like me to talk about the different programs?
Definitely.
Yeah. Why don't you take the younger?
Okay, I'll start with our babies.
I mean, 3 years old. I think
They
that
are beautiful.
they are, and their little leotards and their tights and everything. I mean, I don't think there's anything more charming.
And when their hair is pulled
Oh,
back
my
and you see the
goodness.
big eyes and the lovely little soft cheeks.
Right.
So we offer a program called Storybook Adventure. There's 2 weeks of Storybook Adventure, one from at the beginning of the summer and one in August. So there's a program in June and a program in August. And we take a theme. Like this year, 1 week is based on Mary Poppins.
Fun.
And the other week is based on the lovely story, Fancy Nancy.
Oh, that's great too.
So they have all of their dance and creative movement activities are based upon the music and the story, and then we also add crafts and games.
So how long does the class usually, or the session, go in terms of hours per day?
It's just from 9 to 12, a 3-hour
good.
day, because these children are so young.
Yes, I was going to
That's
say.
just enough.
Right.
And so that's a great program. It's been hugely successful.
I'm sure. Does it culminate in a performance for the parents or
A little
anything?
showing at the
Yeah.
end of
Yep.
and the parents love it.
I am sure
And the
everyone has their phones
grandparents.
out.
It's a chance for grandparents to come and
Yeah.
see their children.
They decorate the whole studio, and they have little costumes that they've created
And
on
when
their own.
you're introducing dance, are you introducing it from the lens of classical ballet, or how do you, or is it just a more general?
It's always
approach?
based, for us, it's always based upon classical ballet, but it's introduced in a very creative way, which is appropriate for younger
Right.
children.
And following directions, listening to the music.
Yeah.
Just even counting, things like that, to put
Expressiveness.
it all together. It was interesting when you were talking about the different programs, and one of them is Fancy Nancy. What a small world the ballet is, because the woman who does all the artwork for Fancy Nancy was a dancer at Pennsylvania Ballet when I was there.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, oh, and now that's the big thing is Fancy Nancy.
For sure.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure. Such a small world.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, with the new Mary Poppins
Oh,
movie.
yes.
So we try
The
to,
kids can all relate
right,
to
definitely.
the theme. And would you say the split between little boys and little girls,
We're-
everyone welcome, obviously?
Everyone welcome. We have a new boys program this year that is bursting at the seams. And it's taught by a male dancer, and it's very athletic, and
That's great.
they're having a great time. So, within these, stories, there are definitely places for boys.
So everyone's welcome.
Oh, absolutely. Not welcome. We really want
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
So if you have boys.
You know who to call. Right.
And then the next program is, we call it Petite Dancer. So we're trying to gradually transition to a little bit more seriousness over the years. But we also realize it's summer, and these children have to mix learning with fun.
Right.
Because they only have 8 weeks.
Right.
So,
Right.
this is another half-day program, and it is ages 6 to 9, so 9 to 12. And the classes include, ballet and special crafts and story time. So it's just a little bit more involved than the storybook magic.
Okay.
Then we go from there to what we call our junior workshop, and now we're stepping into our program, which is called In Balanchine's Footsteps, because our major teachers at our school, Gloria and Damara, are ballet trained, members of the company. Well, Damara was San Francisco Ballet, but Gloria was New York City Ballet. They have their first-hand spokespeople for the technique.
Right.
So we're gradually trying to introduce this, you know, well, not gradually, actually, it's there. We've been working on it for years, but as they get older, the technical training is more serious.
I see.
And we're having a longer day. What we used to do was just have class in the morning because the kids would go have a summer job or go swimming or stuff like that. But we've discovered through the years that more and more of our students are staying home and wanting more training.
Yeah.
So that's why we've put this together where they have ballet and point and jazz and yoga, musical theater.
That's great.
It's a whole program that they can dance all day if they want.
So for a junior workshop, for example, is that an auditioned program? Does it require previous experience or?
No, but the first class would be a placement class. I would decide what level they're in, and a lot of it is based on their point work, because that's the last thing that you really need to conquer in order to get into some of the levels.
Understood.
But what the junior workshop is, you know, we still introduce the element of creativity and fun. So, and also we found that this age group, this is mostly ages 9 to about 12, they really wanted a full day program as well. And so we're responding to that need this year.
That's great. Well, I mean, for them to really be able to invest themselves fully in what they love to do is such a gift. And I think that kids now are pulled in so many different directions between academics and sports and arts and family commitments and all the rest, for them to be able to really be immersed into dance.
And they make friends.
Yeah,
you know,
so that's great.
Yeah.
And we wanted to, even at that young age, we still want it to be fun. That's what my granddaughter says. When I'm describing the program, she calls me Zoomy. She says, "You have to use the word fun."
She's our
not fun.
PR player.
I read her my
Sales
material
and
and she
marketing
says,
genius.
"Where's the word fun?" So we
Must
have
read
chosen.
fun.
We've chosen different shows.
I love that, The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman and Sleeping Beauty, and then we've also added singing and acting. And
Who's the singer on your staff?
who is the singer
To be
on our
determined.
staff?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I can't remember.
And
but
costuming?
We do have costuming.
That's
we
so
have
great.
Yep, we have costuming and special end of the day fun activity,
That's
probably
so
some
great.
sort of water games
Right.
and that
Right.
sort of thing.
Right.
But the dance classes are definitely longer and more serious.
Right. I love
then-
that.
So that would take up the whole day.
That's
Right.
a whole day. That's 9
Right.
to 3.
Okay.
And then that's when we go
We go
transition
to the
into the older
July-
dancers, 12 and up.
Oh, okay.
And the teachers for that are Damara and myself. And then we have Ralph Perkins from the Hart School.
He's the head of the musical theater
Right.
division.
Right.
He's going to be teaching musical theater dance.
Great.
And Mariah Gravlin, who is a graduate of our school, went through the Ailey program, and she's going to be teaching for us for those few weeks. So they're going to, whereas years past they would just have a ballet class and a point class, now they have all these extra classes, which is good for them because you need that now. There's a girl who just made a musical video that was like number 3 on the charts of, I'm not well versed in this, but of what they do on the internet. I'm not
YouTube
quite
and
sure.
Stuff like that.
She was a student at San Francisco Ballet, and she became a dancer in the company when I was teaching there. And what they did was Jerome Robbins had a ballet that they did. He condensed West Side Story into song and dance. And she played Anita, and after that, she has just changed her whole career path into Broadway, and now this new thing with the internet is really, it's opened up a whole new world for people.
But we've tried to include a lot of that in our programs
Right.
so that we're opening up this world to the young students, and maybe they'll find something that grabs them.
Absolutely,
Right.
And
absolutely.
pulls them
That
in a
broad
different
exposure.
And
direction.
even in a ballet company today, you need modern.
Sure.
There's a lot that you need besides classical ballet.
Right, absolutely.
And we're very strong on classical ballet, and our kids are strong in modern now
Right,
too.
right,
So
right.
it's what they need. August is when we have the big guest faculty. We're having Wendy Whalen, who has just been made Associate Artistic Director of New York City Ballet, which is a big deal.
That's
And
amazing.
she is a star.
Yeah.
And Adrian Danchig-Waring, he's a principal dancer with New York City Ballet currently. And it's funny, I just met Wendy. She said to me, I feel like I know you. You know, we come from the same background, and I met her a couple of months ago, and we never physically met, but we've met.
Yeah, I know how that is. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
So we're very excited to have both of them, and it's good for the students also to have a male's point of view
For sure.
in the classroom.
So is that August intensive is for what ages?
Those are the more advanced students. It's really not based on age, it's based on ability.
I see.
But it would be like in our school, we have like level 6, 7, 8, and 8 plus. I would say the youngest are what, 12, something like that, 12 to 18. We have graduates. We have one girl who just got a company contract with Sarasota Ballet, and she's coming home for the summer, and she's going to study with us
That's great.
over the summer, and then she'll go back to Sarasota.
Yeah.
That's a kind of nice gig.
Absolutely, it's a lovely gig, and who doesn't want to be here?
Yeah,
For the summer.
absolutely. Yeah, so it's we have Marianne Lamb, who is a Broadway dancer. She's been coming to our school for years. She's so popular.
She was just on the cover of Dance Teacher magazine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very, very. This is a vivacious person that,
She's 60 years old,
and she's still dancing.
she's still dancing.
Yep.
And she can outdance anybody. Yeah.
And we
great.
and we
It's a
have
secret,
this
right?
girl, Jessica Walker. Is she in New York now, or?
I think so. She was with us last summer as well, and
I-
again, another high energy.
I looked in the doorway when she was teaching and went, holy cow, we
Yeah.
need to get her back again. She
Yeah.
was wonderful because she instills this love of movement, and the kids, she makes them believe in themselves. It's really wonderful to watch.
I love that.
The summer is fun
Yeah.
because they're dancing all day. They
Yeah.
start in the morning. I love teaching in the morning.
Yeah.
It's really hard to go till 9 o'clock at night.
I know.
So we all
You're
get
fresh
the sun shines
Yeah.
and
It
it's
sounds so
terrific.
idyllic, really, and then to have this spectrum of like these little wee things all the way up and kind of taking us through the whole trajectory of what the career can look like. It has to be really inspiring for all of the kids to be privy to. That's amazing.
Well, another thing that I find a lot very inspiring is we have these special topic discussions. So the guest artists will gather the dancers around at the end of the day, and it can be just a question and answer. They talk about their career paths and how they got from point A to point B. They may have a discussion about makeup and teach the dancers how to do really wonderful stage makeup. This year, I think Wendy's going to address the whole point shoe issue, point shoe pointers, because that's such an important part of a dancer's life, finding that perfect shoe. So to have somebody that's had a career and has seen everything, every trick in the book, that she can share.
That's invaluable.
And then Adrian apparently is an expert on Jerome Robbins.
Oh, neat.
I think he probably stages Robbins around
Okay.
the country.
He's done a lot
yeah.
of research, historical research, and he's going to share his knowledge with the dancers.
Oh my gosh, this is a real treasure, what you're offering.
And we hope we're trying to attract people not only from our school, but from,
Yeah.
because we do have students that commute. Bella comes from, where does she live?
Windsor.
Okay.
And then we have somebody that comes from New Haven, and they drive every day,
Yeah.
an hour each
Yeah.
way.
We have a girl, I was telling you earlier, who has called, and her mother has called, and she wants to come and study with us, and she's from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
She's actually from Texas, and she's dancing in Cincinnati, and she wants to train at the school.
And
So
we also have groups of dancers that will come from Florida, Pennsylvania. They come together, they rent a beach house with a chaperone.
It's pretty perfect, actually.
So-
That's great.
well, yeah, because some of the big programs, number one, you have to audition to get
Yeah.
in, and you know, your body might not be perfect. But they're looking for a certain look,
Right.
and you don't feel that,
Right.
or the competition is just too much for
Right.
you, and
Or it's your first time.
yeah.
And that can
away.
kind of kill the love, I think, a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and not for everyone, and it's such a process to
No.
be able to.
Well, as a teacher too, you want to. Those are the people you want to help.
Yeah, right, right. And
Really?
serve. No, I can see that, absolutely. So now what about for adults?
Well, we have
This is intriguing.
we have ballet, 2 or 3 different levels of ballet. So we actually this year started a senior
Really?
ballet class.
Great.
A class for, I don't know what is considered a senior, 60, 65, I don't know.
You don't ask, right?
But they're loving it,
Yeah.
and it's very therapeutic as well. And then we have beginning adult ballet, intermediate, and a more sort of intermediate advanced level for people who've danced a long time.
Okay.
And do
We
they have
offer modern, contemporary,
yeah.
and modern, and I'm not sure if that's it this year or not. I
You know,
can't
there-
remember
there's-
everything.
There are
Such a busy
people
schedule.
who want to get back into
Right.
ballet. They studied it as a child, and
Right.
they want the exercise. They have friends that they meet, you know, every week, and they take class.
You
It's
know,
great.
you know what we also have? I don't know if you've seen the program called Eccentrics on Eccentrics. Eccentrics, not eccentric.
Yes. Two different things.
It's on Connecticut Public TV, and it's an exercise program that is based on dance that came out of Montreal. It was developed by a woman that danced with the National Ballet of Canada, and we have a teacher there that teaches that program, and it's mostly adults, and it's very sort of gentle movement, and it's a lovely class.
Nice.
So we offer that as well.
So how many classes do you have a week? And not
Oh,
holding you to
goodness.
it, but I mean just a zip code. It seems like you have quite the
Do you mean now or
Catalog.
during the summer?
both. I'm just
Well,
for those
you
that
know
are out
what?
there that are
It's-
thinking about this for, you know, the academic year too.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle when
Yeah.
we put our schedule together, because we try to make it work for everybody. So while this group is doing jazz, that group is
Right.
doing ballet,
Right.
and the group downstairs, we have 4 studios. So
Right.
we try to,
I'd say there's at least 12 classes a day.
yeah.
If you
right.
figure 4 studios, 3 classes, consecutive classes in the
Amazing.
4 studios, 6 days a week.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Now, can people, if they just want to come and check it out and get a sense of it,
The
do you
doors
have
are
an always
always
open?
open.
So no
Yes.
specific open house, but just if you feel like,
Just
Yeah.
call. Call
so just call. And what is the number to call?
860-739-7899. They should call and talk to somebody in the office, give them as much information about yourself or your child, and we will try to place, first of all, you can come and just observe.
Right.
But if you want to try a class, or your child wants to try a class, we'll try to, you know, steer you to the correct level.
Right. That's great.
And it's not always accurate. You don't always hit it
No,
the
but
first
it's
time.
nice. You know, I think in any of these programs, there's that moment of saying, well, am I going to fit in? And what would I do? And what do I wear? And it sounds like your environment is very welcoming and inclusive and you're encouraging people to stop by and check it out.
If you want to, or if they want to, they can come and see our spring show, which is coming
Oh,
up in
yes.
3 weeks. And I don't know the date.
The name of it's
What's the name?
Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
And it's at the new Clinton High
Oh,
School.
yes.
Is that the Morgan School?
Oh, right.
Right.
That's beautiful
That is a
auditorium.
beautiful
Yeah, the
space.
Saturday evening is the more ballet
More ballet program, plus
and-
Peter and the Wolf.
Oh, nice. I love Peter and the Wolf.
Company repertory and the entire school of ballet students.
But it's a great opportunity to see what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
The babies are on the Sunday program.
Oh, everyone wants to see the babies. So that's easternctballet.org. easternctballet.org, and to call directly, the number is 860-739-7899. And certainly encourage people out there who are looking for their children, looking for themselves, maybe to look for a change. It sounds like this summer in particular is such a wealth of information and classes and access to professionals in all parts of the world of dance that would, I think, be invaluable and inspiring for sure. And certainly, you know, if you're out there and just curious, it sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to stop in, stop by, maybe reignite a spark that you had way back when in whatever type of dance you used to do. I know that there's just endless studies about how dance is keeping us nimble and agile and all of the things that we're trying to do. So I think that that's good for everyone out there. So
Yeah.
great.
Well-
So again, easternctballet.org, 860-739-7899. We will be sure to put that number up on the screen for you. And this has been so great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
and Lisa
having
and
us,
Gloria, it's
yeah.
always a pleasure.
It is for us
I
as
look
well.
forward to our biannual little meetings, and this is great. And I look forward to hearing what's up next. And thank you again for providing this wonderful outlet for all of us on the shoreline.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you.
great. Thanks so much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Spotlight on the Arts. Thanks.